Hey, are you starting your CS degree at UAlberta soon? You're at the right video because I'll share 5 rules that I would follow if I restarted my degree and mistakes to avoid for sure if you're starting soon. And a quick warning, intro to CS level courses are not beginner courses. So you're in for a ride. And at the end of this, I will share a Google Sheets document so that you can track your assignments and show you how you can track them effectively. Okay, let me give you a quick introduction about myself. I'm in my 4th year of computer science degree, and I started in 2022, and I've done a couple of internships before this, and now I'm doing my winter semester this year. And first, I thought when coming to university, CS would be just like other courses. You have lectures, you attend classes, and then you study hard. But CS is not like that. And what helped me get good grades and stay focused is having simple systems in place where you're not forced to study hard, but you're focusing on important things like problem solving, assignments, lab, and time management, which are really important in CS. And here are 5 rules that I would follow if I started over. Okay, rule number 1, intro classes are not beginner level and they're not beginner friendly paced. So when you're starting out, I would recommend doing some programming beforehand, before the semester starts, to get yourself warmed up to the course. Now, from my personal experience, I had done some programming in high school, so I had 2 years of experience and I still found it hard. So I would definitely recommend doing some programming through YouTube, ChatGPT, and getting some basics done like variables, if and else, for loops, functions, and doing some small programs and getting an idea of what CS is. And it's important to have this mindset that CS is a skill training sort of course, and it's not content watching. So you need to do training, as in programming, in all of these classes to actually understand and get to that level of competence. And what I would recommend is doing some 15 minutes, at least 15 minutes daily, do some programming, understand a bit of variables and this and that, and you should be good then. And this is not to scare you, but this is to warn you, just so that you're ready for the first semester. Rule number 2, don't stack difficult classes on top of each other. And what you have to ask yourself is, do I have the time to do well in all of these classes together? And what I'm trying to say here is not that you don't have to take difficult classes, but then that don't take all of them together. And the fact is, you have limited time. And when you spend time on one course, you're going to miss out on that time on the other course. So if all of the classes are difficult, they're going to take up a lot of time and would drain you and would affect the grades for each of these courses. So what I would recommend is, it's okay if you have 5 CS classes, but take those classes in a way that you have 3 difficult and 2 easy. That's the general rule that I follow. And what usually students do here is take 3 CS classes and 2 electives, like science courses or arts courses. Rule number 3. On the first day, what I do is I create a term dashboard which includes all the assignments, all of the midterms, all of the final exams that are due that week. And this helps you to look at everything at one place so that your brain does not have to fetch things at every other syllabus in Canvas and go to each course and search up things. This way you have no surprises when things are due, and you can easily plan out your day based off of what is due as soon as possible. So what I'll do is I'll show you my dashboard, and I'm going to do that for myself this term as well. So it'll be a good starting point for you. Now, this is the tracker that I used in fall 2024, and I had a couple of classes, I had 328, Compute 328, Compute 301, Compute 340, Compute 366, and Native Studies 115. And what I did was, you can see all of the classes over here, and you have subjects and the assignment name and status, which is basically done, in progress, not started, skipped, exam, or quiz. And I also include the exam deadlines as well, the day the exam is going to be. And what it does is, you just enter the date here, and then it fills out the days left automatically. And what I do usually is, I fill it out based off of one course first. So all of the courses, all the assignments of one course, and then select this and sort it from here. Format and data, sort range, column D. And this will sort all of the rows based off of the column, so the days left. So you have all of the assignments based off of whichever is going to be due the closest. Rule number 4, start early, and it can be just a 10-minute start. So what I'm saying is, when you have an assignment that is out and you know it came out today, what I do, and I would force myself to do, is look at the assignment for at least 10 minutes and find out what it's talking about, what you have to do, and figure out a way to solve it in that 10 minutes. Minimum 10 minutes, you can spend more, and you don't have to finish it. You just have to think about it, make some questions that you might have about the assignment that you can ask the TAs or the professors, and this way you have a head start onto what to do next on that assignment. Second rule, which is a part rule on this one, is go to labs. You have some allotted times for labs for most of your courses, and you have TAs in that labs which can help you to solve these assignments. And you don't have to always go to labs. It's not compulsory in most of the courses, but what I recommend is going there and starting your assignment and doing the assignment there, because you're going to do it one day, and might as well just do it in the lab. Why? Because you have TAs right over there. So if you have a question, if anything that's confusing, you can go to them and ask the question. And it's really important to interact with the TAs. What I do personally is make them your friends, because they're students themselves, and they always have something to share, and they have a lot of experience. So talk to them. You can just talk to them about their day. It's really important to talk to the TAs and the professors when you're here at the university. That is the only one thing that I regretted not doing in my first year, which was not talking to professors and not talking to TAs, because they're just too scared to talk to people. But I would recommend just going there, talking to them, because they're also students and they're not going to say anything to you. Now, rule number 5 is learning to use AI and understanding when you're doing fake progress. Now, with AI and with most CS courses, you can easily solve all of the assignments using ChatGPT, Gemini, and that is good in a sense, because you're getting a head start. But think about it. Are you learning from that process? And I tell this to my friend most of the times. When you're chatting with AI, only one of you is learning. It's not you, I'm pretty sure, because you're just asking it to get you the answers, to get you to solve the whole assignment, which is not going to help you at all. And what I would recommend is using it as a tool to help you build on the assignment. So if you have questions on a concept, if you need some help understanding and simplifying a concept, go ahead, ask it, but don't ask it to solve the whole assignment for you. Don't send it the whole assignment and be like, oh, can you send me like a draft answer? That's not good as well, because you need to do it yourself. You need to have an idea how to start, what to do for it. So asking ChatGPT like, oh, how do you write for loops in Python would be a good start if you want to start coding, but don't ask it to give you the answer. Now let's go into the mistakes to avoid section of this video. One major mistake that you have to avoid: stop stacking hard courses together. And how do you know if it's a hard course? Check with your friends, check online, check on Reddit, and you have almost, or even chat with me, send me a message and I'll let you know if it's a hard course if it's a hard course, Lord, that you have made up. Second, don't simply watch content. If you watch videos, if you watch tutorials, it will not help you. Just simply watching it. You need to have continuous practicing, training on the side. So take time out to train and do coding and implement what you have learned. Third, don't fall into the trap of copy pasting into AI, Gemini, or ChatGPT and just get the answer. It is helping you pass the semester, but it's not going to help you in the long run when you have your final exam, which is going to test on your knowledge. And don't wait too long to find for help, to ask help. And you have TAs, you have professors. Don't hesitate to email them. Go to office hours, go to TA office hours, go to labs. And even if you don't have questions, most of the times there's no one at the professor's office hours. Just chat with them. Just be like, hi, how are you? Introduce yourself. And maybe they can help you out in some concept you might have had a confusion in. Just go there. Put yourself out there. It's difficult at first, but then as soon as you approach one TA, one professor, it becomes like second nature. And you start understanding that it's okay. They wouldn't say anything. They were also in your shoes at a point. So it's okay to ask questions in class to the professor, to the TAs. It's all good. Do that. Because another thing is in class, ask questions, because you might feel no one's asking questions about this concept, but most of the times I have felt that students are all confused and they're too scared to ask questions. So when you ask that question, they're probably just being like, oh, okay, thanks for asking that question because I had the same one. So ask that question. Don't be scared. They're not going to kill you. They're not going to scare you off. It's just they'll be happy. They'll remember you. They'll be like, oh, okay, nice. This one is paying attention. He's confused and he asked the question. So ask that question. And yeah. So that was all for the mistakes and the rules. So what I would recommend if you're starting at UAlberta is before you come in, look at some programming. Do some programming. Look at some tutorials. And I'm going to make a video on what courses to take as a first year student, so look out for that. And yeah, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.